It's a Pav Bamber here for PSB Sports. Man, David Haye versus Tony Bellew. Final workout set at the O2 Arena. Win me promoter Eddie Hearn. How you doing, Eddie?
Well, you said that so fast. It's our first one of 2017, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
No, maybe not. No,
no, it is 100%.
It is, yeah?
Yeah, last time was Wembley Stadium.
Nice one.
How you been? You been alright?
I'm very well. I've just got a message saying David Haye's coming down in 6 minutes. So,
I assume I've got 5.5 minutes.
You got, yeah, maybe 4.
Maybe 4.
Yeah.
Anyway, talk to you a bit about David Haye going to Germany yesterday. What do you make of that? I saw it on his Instagram.
Did he even go?
Live.
We have no proof, do we? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure he's probably got a little niggle. Most fighters do in camp, Did he put it out there as a little bit of mind games? Maybe, probably. A lot of people phoned me today to ask me if it was true. The 2 people that didn't was Dave Coldwell and Tony Bellew. So they know. Coldwell's worked with Haye for many years. They know how he operates. So I think it's irrelevant, really, whether he's got an Achilles. You'll see. If he's got an Achilles injury, he ain't going to be bouncing around, jumping around. And I think he will be when he comes out in a few minutes, because I think he'll want to show people that he's ready and explosive for this fight.
I mean, do you think there's been too much maybe made of a potential shoulder niggle or Achilles injury for Saturday night, or do you think it's just hype for the fight?
I think everyone's been talking about it all day, so anytime anyone's talking about a fight, it's good news. Again, if that was put out there by the Haye camp, whether it's true, I don't know. But, Tony Bellew's just focused on the fight. I hope he is injured, to be honest with you. Because, this is a very, very tough fight for Tony Bellew. But I don't think it's going to come down to injuries on Saturday night.
What do you think? I know I'm going to talk to you more about the fight tomorrow at the press conference. But can you talk to me a bit about the Liverpool press conference and how that was really hostile? I think
it was.
Haye lost it completely, didn't he?
It was good fun. It was a little bit over the top at times, but again, hype scales on another level. Haye lost it for the first. I've never seen Haye do that before. It was quite enjoyable, actually. But fair play to him. He went up there in his backyard. Didn't have to do it, but Tony's coming down into London for the fight. So Haye loves it. Don't think that he went home all depressed that night. He loves. These guys, they live for this, the hype. They live for this kind of environment where it's it's exciting, and the energy levels at the O2 Arena on Saturday night are going to be through the roof. And again, that's what it's all about. So a few things were said, that shouldn't have been said to the crowd, not to each other. But again, they're prize fighters. They're not like us. You don't get told off and then go, okay, I won't do it again. You're put in that situation. You're a fighter. You don't think about getting fined or the code of the sport.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult for them.
Additionally, Eddie, sorry, what do you make of the gloves are off and behind the ropes as well? What do you make? Haye being in Miami, it looked a very chilled training camp.
I think he's not
stupid. What do you make of it?
I think he knows that this is a proper fight. I'm sure he's trained hard away from the yacht, but I don't think he's ever going to win any awards for being the hardest trainer in the world. If this fight comes down to skill and speed, Tony Bellew won't win the fight. If it comes down to heart, determination and will to win, there's only one winner, because Tony wants it more than anything. I don't think David does. David wants to get paid at the end of it and move on to another fight, So, but he's got to make it about will to win and heart. And to do that, he's got to get past the first few rounds and, take him into a dogfight.
I mean, genuinely, in your opinion, even on the gloves are off, Haye said, I'm pretty much looking over you, more or less. Yeah. That's basically what he said.
No, he is. Yeah.
So you guys believe that?
They're doing TV deals now for their next fights. Pawning themselves out to other broadcasters, so they're not. He's not going to go in this fight and just without caring the world. He knows it's a real fight, and I feel like these last few days, he's really started to realise this is a real fight. I think he's looked in Tony's eyes and thought, Jesus, this guy's for real. He still thinks he's going to win convincingly, but this ain't an easy fight. This isn't Mark Demori or Arnold Gregors or whatever his name is. Those guys couldn't lace Tony's boots. They wouldn't go one round with Tony. So this is a proper fight. This is his first proper fight in 5 years. He hasn't got the confidence of being in those situations in recent times. David Haye now is not the same person he was 5 years ago. It's just not possible. Physically, mentally, emotionally. You change. See what he's got left. We're going to find out.
Someone saw you on your Twitter, actually, I think a few days ago, released some breaking news. You gave out the numbers, cleverly Bellew did, on pay-per-view.
Yeah. Because these people I can't remember his name, a geezer from Boxing Asylum, saying he's like, poor like the Cleverly Bellew numbers. I'm like, you ask me the numbers, I'll tell you any pay-per-view. within I'll tell you, I might give you different information, but you can guess the numbers. And that fight, Cleverly Bellew did 300,000. Tony Bellew is incredible at selling fights. This is going to do massive numbers because the two of them together are the perfect concoction.
Absolutely. I think I went straight on my calculator.
Yeah.
I did 300k by 60.95. It's 5 mils. Good money, Ed.
It's not my money.
Oh,
Wish
yeah.
it was.
80-20, of course.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, as you said, I know you've got to head off now because Haye's coming soon, so I'm going to catch up with you tomorrow.
Cool.
Last interview did over 100,000 views, by the way, at Wembley.
I saw that.
You saw it?
I know. You're flying.
That's what I
I must be popular. Or is it you? I'm not sure.
I think it's more you.
Bit
to
of
be
both.
honest.
Bit of both. Teamwork.
See you tomorrow, buddy.
See you later.
All the best. Take care, mate.